Welcome back to the Britannia Coin Company. We're a coin dealer based in Royal Wootton Bassett in the UK. A happy new year from us, and also happy new coins, because with the start of 2024 we've just had the launch of the new 2024 annual coin sets, and now we can enjoy some of the coins that are included in that set, so let's have a look. So there were 5 new commemorative coins to kick off 2024. We'll start with the only £5 coin in the set, which celebrates Buckingham Palace. The coin was created by experienced coin artist Henry Gray, someone who previously created the artwork behind the music legend The Who coin and the British Red Cross £5 coin, the Alexander Graham Bell £2 coin and the BBC 50p. This latest £5 coin is another success and sees a depiction of the front of the royal residence, a view that many of us will have seen from the gate surrounding it. With the royal standard flying, it indicates that the king is in the palace. And I guess that's true given that he does feature on the head side or obverse of the same coin. Buckingham Palace is one of the most recognisable buildings, not just in our capital but in the country and probably the world over. It's been the home of our monarch since 1837 during the reign of Queen Victoria. It has also featured on a few coins before this as well, with Paddington at the Palace 50p jumping to mind, but also the 2015 fine silver £100 coin, which also has a view of the palace from the Victoria Memorial just outside of it. Next up we have a £2 coin which celebrates the 150th anniversary of the birth of Sir Winston Churchill, a man who needs no introduction, but just in case, he's a former UK Prime Minister who led our country during the Second World War. This design was created by Natasha Seward, a graphic designer at the Royal Mint, and it would seem a first-time coin design success with this one for her. The coin features a young portrait of Churchill, which might not be the first thing you imagine of the great man. I think most of us are used to seeing him as he was during and after the Second World War. That is how he's been portrayed previously on coins minted for his death back in 1965, on the 2010 £5 coin in the build-up to the 2012 Olympic Games, again in 2015 to mark 50 years since his death, but also on the polymer £5 note which was introduced back in 2016. But this coin celebrates the anniversary of his birth though, so this might be why a younger portrait was chosen to depict him. £2 coins also feature an edge inscription which is unique to the individual coin too, and on this one will read as "Pave the way for peace and freedom," something he was quoted as saying whilst Prime Minister. With all the previous coins and the banknote that he's been on, it's tricky to think of another person outside of the royal family to feature on coins so often. Next up we're going to another place in London, this time the National Gallery, which celebrates its 200th anniversary with this new £2 coin. It is our second London-centric design, being located in Trafalgar Square. It was designed by Edwina Ellis, someone who has had real success designing coins in the past for the UK, with the London Underground Roundel £2 coin, the old round pound Bridges 4 coin sets, and the Stephen Hawking 50p, to name a few that you might have seen previously. The design sees the view of the National Gallery stretching from the very top of the coin down to the bottom of the canvas, with a little bit of space for open skies either side of the design, so surprising that there are no clouds in that London sky, I guess. Next up we have a 50p for the penultimate commemorative coin in this set. This coin celebrates Team GB ahead of the 2024 Olympic Games, set to be held in Paris later this year. It will be our third coin to celebrate Team GB at the Olympics, and it's a stunning design. It is the work of Haris Sevis. It took a bit of research to try and find the correct pronunciation so as not to offend, but apologies if I haven't got that perfect though. He is a Greek visual designer and has done a fabulous job celebrating Team GB with what will hopefully be a very successful Olympics to look forward to this year too. This design sees 2 athletes used to represent both the Olympic and Paralympics with equal billing on the coin. With the Union flag in the background, this could make for a stunning coin if it's decided to release the coin with a version that could see colour put onto the coin. Also, if you look carefully too, at the centre to the bottom of the design is a little Eiffel Tower, a nod to the fact that the games are being held in Paris. It's such a smart design and perfectly tells you what the coin is just with the visuals, and it's also my personal favourite in this set. We finish off the commemorative coins with another 50p coin, this one to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, or RNLI. The coin was designed by serial coin designer John Bergdahl, who has had many of his designs minted onto our coins over many years. A safe pair of hands when it comes to designing new coins, it would seem. The design uses the RNLI badge to the centre, surrounded by a life ring and rope. It's an exciting design to celebrate the life-saving work of this great organisation, providing lifeboats and assistance off the coast of the UK. So that's the 5 commemorative coins, but there are some extra coins too. The annual coin sets for this year also include the definitive or standard coinage too. Unlike last year when both were released at separate times, in 2024 you can get them both. The definitive coins were only redesigned last year, and this is the second time that they have been minted. Each coin makes use of flora and fauna, a nod to how important the environment and nature is to our king. Although each design is the same as was issued back in 2023, these coins are slightly different. Of course, the date has rolled on an extra year, so those looking to have an example of each dated coin, this does set it apart. But in 2023, the definitive sets released for collectors also had a unique privy mark, a small crown to the right of the king's portrait, signifying 2023 as his coronation year. This is not the case for the 2024 coins, so for those completionist collectors, that is something that makes this set unique from last year's, which did only come out recently. With the commemorative coins included in this set, if previous precedents are followed, they will be released individually throughout the year, and there could be some changes to the coins at that point too. If we take last year for instance, the Flying Scotsman was uncoloured in the annual sets, but when it came out with an individual release later in the year, there was also a version of the coin with some colour on it too. We don't know yet when each will be released, but I guess with those coins celebrating anniversaries, or for the Team GB, the date of the anniversary or the opening of the Olympic Games could be an indication. So, will any of these new coins go into circulation then? That is the big unanswered question. Unfortunately, we don't tend to find this out until later in the year. There are some lovely coins though which would make great additions to the coins in our change, so let us know in the comments which coins you would most like to make their way into your wallets and purses. We do know that last year the majority of the new definitive coins did end up being put into circulation. Other than the £2 coin, all the other denominations seem to have been minted, and at least the 50p is now starting to show up too. If some of the newly designed coins do end up being put into circulation though, it can take a bit of time for them to feed through from the Royal Mint to the cash centres, then onto banks, post offices and shop tills. However, with that being said, there have been times when this process has been sped up to see the coins go straight from the mint into post offices and then into our pockets. So perhaps some might get fast-tracked if we're lucky. If we look at the 5 commemorative designs included in the 2023 annual sets though, it isn't promising. Of course, the £5 coin to celebrate the 75th birthday of King Charles III didn't go into circulation, as we don't use £5 coins in our change. Neither of the £2 coins, the Flying Scotsman or J.R.R. Tolkien, were minted for our change, meaning that there's now been a 7-year streak of no new circulating commemorative £2 coins being minted for circulation. Again, with the 250p coins, the NHS and Windrush 75th anniversary coins, none of these were struck for our change either. So we do hope that 2024 is different, because the coins look so promising and would be a lot of fun to be able to collect from your loose change. With there being new definitive coins just released, this might also be the focus for the Royal Mint when they're deciding what coins they're going to mint for circulation. A desire to get these out into our change, as previously there have always been a lot more of the standard definitive coins circulating than of the commemoratives. If that is the case, it might be some time before a new commemorative is circulated, but we don't want to be pessimistic, so we'll just cross our fingers and hope for the best. Who knows, by the end of the year we could be celebrating a year of many new coins, not just being released for collectors to buy, but also to find. Do let us know down in the comments which of these coins is your favourite design, and whether you think we'll see any of them made for circulation at all. It's quite an exciting prospect, isn't it? If you want to pick up one of these coin sets, then do check the links in the description across to our website so you can purchase them for your own collection or to gift to someone. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free to do and it means you won't miss out on any of our future uploads. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where we post lots of pictures of our coins. We're on Twitter and TikTok. We have our shop and online store, and I'll see you next time for more amazing coins from the Britannia Coin Company.